This event may be the last of each year's busy Aspen agenda, but it is only the first step in introducing a new generation of Aspen Fellows in the generous but selective Aspen Romania community. We are here to take people from success to significance. This is a motto of the Aspen Institute leadership programs. I invite to the stage Mr. Florin Pogonaru, Vice President of Aspen Institute Romania, Ms. Ioana Antonescu, Leadership Programs Coordinator, and Ms. Raluca Stoican, Leadership Programs Officer. Good evening, thank you. For the Diploma ceremony of the 2017 generation of the Young Leaders Program.
It is my pleasure to present this year also the new young leaders. They are our pride, our hopes, and when we are saying from success to significance, I was wondering significance of whom? I think they are the ones which are giving us significance, and I'm referring mainly to my generations. So let's welcome the new young leaders generation of this year. Ana Atanasiu. Haris Bilalovic. Andrea Braga. Nadina Busuioc. Adelina Dabu. Adrian Dan. Răzvan Dumitrescu. Monica Enescu. Yasen Georgiev. Bogdan Ioan. Cătălina Olteanu, Mădălina Prună, Elena Solomon, Sebastian Staicu, Ana Stratulat, și Mihai Todor.
Congratulations to all of you. And I now invite you to watch a short movie, a message from Todd Brayfoyle, Director of Seminars from the Aspen Institute US, for the 2017 Generation of Young Leaders program.
I've spent a lot of time with this year's generation of young leaders, from the mountains of Fundata to the murky waters of the Danube Delta, to the community exercise in Pucioasa. They're an extraordinary group, and as you celebrate them tonight, I send my warmest regards, my deepest respect, and actually a huge hug of love to a group of young men and women who, in my experience, are truly extraordinary. Thank you for helping celebrate them tonight.
Todd, very dear to the young leaders and to all of us. And I'll now invite the representatives of this wonderful generation to address the audience. And their representatives are Bogdan Ioan and Nadina Busuioc, in which order you prefer. Please.
We're going to do it together.
Okay, please do.
Good evening, Aspen board members, fellows, alumni, and distinguished guests. We are Nadina Busuioc and Bogdan Ioan, and today we speak on behalf of the 2017 Aspen Young Leaders.
We're all some of those trying to move Europe, this part of Europe, closer to the good society that we dream of. And on this quest, we invite you today to contemplate upon those personal choices that reflect the tensions between ourselves, our self-interest, and the group interest. Many of us, when asked, most predominantly declare that we make decisions that favor the group. But the reality might be different when we are actually in the moment and we need to make those choices. During the last election rounds, I cast my vote. Even though it altered my schedule, it is important for the society that I vote. How many of us think this is true for ourselves? How many of us think it should be? How about...
I always criticize the comments or sexist jokes of friends, colleagues, family members, even though this might create tensions between me and them.
I always vocally disapprove of negative comments aimed at Roma people when these comments appear in conversation with my family and friends, even though it might ruin everybody's good mood.
I understand that the high responsibility role in my organization puts me in a position to better serve the group and the society rather than better serving my personal interests. I will always act according to the values that I wished were applied while I was not in that position.
I work for or own a company that values the people inside of it and outside of it and the environment at least to a similar degree as profits.
I always try to be conscious about the good causes around me and direct a part of my income, taxes, or working time to those causes, even though it might take effort or precious resources to do so.
I openly discuss controversial topics with my friends and family, even though it takes time and energy from me. Obviously, when your choice is favoring the group's interests, you will have something to lose from an individualistic point of view. You can lose something in the moment, or you can lose something on a longer term, like Mandela did when he served 27 years in prison for his beliefs. Or, in extreme situations, the loss might be the ultimate sacrifice. Martin Luther King Jr. and Mahatma Gandhi lived a life dedicated to the advancement of civil rights, and that life was a rough one, and eventually they were both murdered. Yet, since antiquity, human race pondered on this dilemma and came up with the same solution over and over and over again. Do not do to others what angers you if done to you by others. Socrates. This was translated into Christianity as do unto others as you would have others do unto you. Matthew. Or, in a broader sense, in more recent religions, that one indeed is a man who, today, dedicated himself to the service of the entire human race. Baha'u'llah, the founder of the Baha'i faith. Or poets. I've learned that you shouldn't go through life with a catcher's mitt on both hands. You need to be able to throw something back. Maya Angelou. And even in politics, said Winston Churchill, we make a living by what we get, we make a life by what we give.
We cannot emphasize enough that giving has its cost. Pope John Paul II said the following words about high cost and value in his speech in his mother country of Poland. He mentions Poland, but we can replace it with any country in Southeast Europe. And I quote, "Perhaps at times we envy the French, the Germans, or the Americans because their name is not tied to such a historical price and because they are so easily free, while our Polish freedom costs so much. I will only say that it is what costs that constitutes value. We do not want a Poland which costs us nothing." Using these wise words as inspiration, we come to you with a proposition. Big companies sometimes have programs that match donations that their employees make to social causes. In a similar fashion, we challenge you all to match some of the investments young leaders from Aspen and elsewhere make. In the first place, every year, a new generation of Aspen young leaders commits their time to attend the Young Leaders Program, trusting the Aspen method. You can match that commitment by attending one of the Aspen seminars in Romania or all over the world. You will walk out changed people. Second, after finishing such a program, we aspire to be the best person we can be to the right people at the right time, in the right place, in the right way. You can match that by doing the same. From taking action on gender equality, to promoting minorities' rights in your work and in your daily life, to contributing to those social causes that you can help most with your background or with your income. First, we will strive to not be indifferent to the world around us. We recognize it is tempting to go on with work, dreams, hopes, and be indifferent to disruption because it is out of our comfort zone. But we will do our best to see the meaning in every life and every event so that they don't become invisible. You can match that by not being indifferent yourselves, even when it is uncomfortable and when it can create conflict. And last, we commit to bring the values we explore during the program to the real world we live in. We created and will keep creating community projects, or we will support people who already have such projects through our time or a part of our income. each of you can match that by at least matching the €1,000 seed funding offered by the Aspen Fellow Network for a cause that speaks to you. And if you think you don't have the good reasons to do so yet, we challenge you to find them by talking this evening to the following people. On women's rights and gender equality, Andreea Braga.
Roma Communities Development, Cătălina Olteanu.
Creating a forum for young leaders in Southeast Europe, Haris Bilalovic and Ana Atanasiu.
Developing cultural festivals for underdeveloped communities, Adelina Dabu.
Improving the quality of state-owned kindergartens, Elena Solomon, Ana Stratulat, and Luisa Buzea.
Empowering individuals from isolated groups with information, Adrian Dan, Monica Enescu, Mihai Todor, Răzvan Dumitrescu.
Educational summer camps in Romania or abroad for Romanian kids, Bogdan Ioan and Monica Enescu.
Big data algorithms for improving life in big cities, Nadina Busuioc, Adelina Dabu, Sebastian Staicu, Andrei Covatariu.
Digitizing homeowners associations across the country, Bogdan Ioan.
Addressing the ongoing lost opportunities from the 90s mass privatization, Răzvan Dumitrescu.
And finally, removing waste from nature in Romania, Sebastian Staicu. In all, we'll challenge you to match 4 things. 1, join an Aspen seminar. 2, be the right person in the right place for the social causes you can help most. 3, don't be indifferent to the world around you. And 4, match at least the €1,000 Aspen Fellow Network seed fund for the social cause of your choice tonight. To close, I would like to paraphrase Elie Wiesel by saying, we walk together in the new year, carried by profound fear and extraordinary hope. This hope lies in us delivering our commitments and in you matching them. Thank you.